76
exactly.
You gain control of the entertainment industry.
Gained 6 million followers.
Temporarily.
overnight.
Oh, man. That was...
Man. Just make sure you stay tight on the mic. We don't really do any formal introductions or anything.
Yeah, we good. I know. I've been here before.
Yeah.
Man, you would think I would remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah.
You were here just before we started videoing these, I think. I think you were one of the last ones that we just did audio only on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I remember. We had a blast that day, too. I didn't eat. But today things shall be different.
Man, I just watched your special that you did with them glasses, dog. Like that, you shot an entire special through like some sort of Ray-Ban glasses with a camera on them that just showed you the crowd work and did an all crowd work special. Like, was that? How did you get to that idea? Because that's brilliant, dog.
Man, so what we did, me and the team, PBG, the agency. My boy Grade A Dre, he had the glasses already, and my boy Bird had a pair of glasses, so we just messing around with them. And Dre was supposed to shoot my other special, but that didn't happen, and so we just playing with the glasses one day, and I cut my hair. I cut my hair, and I said, man, let's use the glasses to show me getting a haircut and stuff. And while we was getting a haircut, I was just like, I could shoot a comedy special with these. And then he was like, what? I'm like, yeah, I think we could pull that off. He's like, shit, let's do it.
Did it like mess with you any to be wearing sunglasses indoors on stage? Like,
nah, actually, surprisingly, it helped with, you know how,
the light glare off the top. Like, man,
I
was wondering that.
Right? And so if you ever notice when I do my crowd work at the ride, I always do this.
Yeah.
I can't see the light.
I thought you was just sweaty. I thought that was like a forehead wipe you be doing on the low. Like,
nah, I'm trying to see the crowd. I got to see in the back because people be trying to sit in the back and I don't want to get talked to. No, I'm going to talk to you.
I can only see the front row there because I'm just like right at the same height as that light in my eye line, bro.
That's because you the average height of an NBA player.
Yeah.
Like a point guard.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like point guard tall. Like,
I can see everyone in that room just because like I'm a little above the like it's like when the actual lights they hit me in the mouth.
Yeah. Like when you stand on stage, the ceiling's like right here above your head.
Like if I take a step up, I don't have to do any of that. I struggle with lighting on stage is critical, and like I've done 4 shows lately where they've tried to
Put
low light.
Yeah.
Where so it's
The
just
uplighting.
like the uplighting, and it just all you see is the sweat under my tits, and like it's awful.
Titty sweat as a comic is depressing.
See, I've been trying to preach the hoodie on stage for exactly that. It hides all the sweat.
Yeah.
It hides all the discomfort.
It causes more sweat.
Yeah. Oh, I'm miserable until the second I get off stage and take the shit off. But you can't tell when I'm on stage, and that's the important
But
part.
I'll be like totally different. I'll be damn near no shirt on stage sometimes. I'll be showing
the
my
problem
arms.
is like if I don't wear a hoodie and put my hand like directly in this pocket, I turn into like a weird freestyle rapper and just like the whole set it's real distracting.
You're 8 miling it.
Yeah,
the whole time. Be rabbit.
Yeah.
It's me and Papa Doc against the world. Like that's.
But
man, we a little late to it, but our guest today on the Very Green Room is a comedian, JCann.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Jay.
What up, though, man? Yeah, man.
Back for our 3rd season with my co-host, Will Loden.
Yeah.
Shout out to our producer, CJ, on the 1s and 2s.
It's crazy how from the first episode that I did to now how much closer we became as brothers in comedy and stuff. And I talk to y'all nonstop. I'm always slapping Will on the stomach. I'm always bumming the weed off Ben.
Well, we got roofied together, so you know. That was actually, I think I got roofied the next day. I got roofied the day after.
Yeah, man, they try to take us out, man.
Yeah, they're trying to get us. But you know, that's.
I fell asleep on the road. That was crazy.
Yeah, no, I had someone drive me home because it was I did 2 shots and a beer, which that for me is nothing. But I was just like, I
will say that's like, not to get too preachy, but like that's been one of the best parts about this podcast is that once you sit down, no, that's the most forgettable part of this podcast. You took the drink out the fridge, man. It's too late to ask those questions.
Yeah, that's pre-roofied.
Yeah.
No, like
Come
everybody,
prepackaged.
everybody we sit down and have like an hour-long conversation with, we end up becoming like, we know them better personally. Now we end up being better friends with them, or like better enemies in a couple of cases. You talk to somebody and get to know them for an hour, realize you don't ever need to talk to that person again. It's a useful tool either way,
Yeah,
bro.
you know, I love y'all. Y'all my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't like mean Will, mean Loading. I love it. I love to see it. I love when he get mean on these comics, man.
It's one of my won't loading.
Won't Loading.
Yeah, that's
It's like Will Loading, won't Loading.
There's a couple people who
There's a lot of fraternity in comedy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of people I call brothers just because there's no real better word for it. And to me, it only happens like once you pass a certain level of funny that's unspoken, people start actually like treating you like a comic instead of an open micer.
Yeah.
Like I can't really like define when it happens or what thing it is, but you just one day like, oh, you're a comic now. Like
They accept you.
it's
You
the
do
way
these
you
things.
bomb. Honestly, I think it's the way you bomb.
Go
if
on.
you get if you have a really bad set and you get off stage and you go, fuck, I should have done it this way, or like figured it out, as opposed to like, man, they were weird.
Yeah.
It's like no. You got to go in. Like if you don't worry about your bombs, then I don't think you're a real comic.
I get that 100%. Until you can respect responsibility for your own failures.
Right.
Like
A lot
when
of
you have
comics
enough
don't,
mental
man.
resolve.
You see a lot of comics that bomb and then get off and be like, man, that crowd is just.
Yeah, that crowd is crazy.
No,
And-
man. They
Like-
stiff on the left side.
I'll tell you 100%. I was killing at a gig at a VFW for Stephen Padilla.
Yep.
But before I had gone on stage, Ruben Medina had bet me $20 that I wouldn't do my 9/11 joke in a room full of veterans.
Hey, you did it.
Of course I did it. And the entire room turned on me, and the rest of the night didn't get any better. Like, I can't blame the crowd for that. That was my
At least you
choices.
made $20 extra.
I did.
Yeah, that's the positive in that. As a comic, $20 extra go a long way.
But you got to own it, man. Like, it's your own poor choices sometimes. Like, sometimes it's just you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the last time y'all bombed? Like a real
Fucking
bomb.
last week.
When you bombed last week? I
had-
seen you like five times.
Yeah, no, I bombed up in Conroe. And I had crushed
Oh, man.
And I had crushed in Conroe literally 3 days before that. I go up to Conroe. No, I'll tell you exactly. I was at fucking Marshall's Tavern in Conroe, Texas, and that's normally a spot where I'll do really well. But
It
there
sound like the people was that.
there were a couple of things that didn't go my way, and then also I was in a bad mindset. I was in one of those mindsets where I was like, "Fuck this! I don't even like." I was
wanna be
being a
here.
little diva
Yeah.
bitch.
Yeah.
And I just got up there, and then no one. I'm not blaming anyone but myself. All right, like there were some things that I would have appreciated, and I got a little bit, and I would have appreciated if the host had asked everyone to be quiet. I would have appreciated if the comic before me, had even just tried to do anything but crowd work. And like but. Dude, I ate a fucking dick, and like it was, and it's on me, but it was one of those ones where I was trying to get everyone to laugh, but like.
It just wasn't working.
They didn't like me. They didn't like what I was selling. And then, I fucking, because I was going to do my full 25 too. Because like normally
You didn't even do the whole 25?
I did the whole 25. I just looked like it just got to the point where like the biggest pop I got that night was I feel like a fucking substitute shop teacher right now, and it's a Friday, and y'all don't want to be quiet, and like they all laughed at that, and then nothing else, and then I was just like, all right, like I was like, and then I just looked up and just started rehearsing my set like a fucking third grader. It was not, it was a bad bomb. It was a bad bomb on mine. I got off stage. I asked for my money and I just immediately left. And they were like, you want to hang out here? And I was like, no, I don't want to hang out. I just got my shit kicked in.
My last one was so bad, I refused to take the money.
Yeah.
Damn.
I can tell you exactly what it was. It was fucking May 22nd. I got booked on what was a storytelling show. And I was like, all right, I'll try. I don't normally tell stories on stage, but they're like, we need 10 minutes. And I'm like, well, the story of me getting arrested in Padre Island's about 10 minutes. I can try and do that. And they didn't tell me it was an outdoor show, or I had to tell them to go fuck themselves. Because I wear hoodies on stage. And when it's May at night and it's 95 fucking degrees in Houston and you make me go last, I'm already not having a good time by the time I get up there. And there's 6 disinterested people on this outdoor patio who have watched 4 people just die before me. Because you know what doesn't really work with a storytelling show where people have to be engrossed and paying attention? Fucking cars driving by directly by you while you're on stage.
Absolutely.
Where y'all was at?
It's at some Mexican restaurant. Like, I don't know, dude. I just type shit in my GPS and go where it tells me. I don't know where anything is.
Man, I haven't bombed in like...
Of course you haven't.
I bombed in, I want to say 2022.
There you go.
Yeah, it was in L.A. And,
That's rough.
And Chris Spencer was there, man. Because it was weird. I had just landed that day. I was just visiting. Mm-hmm. Well, I was back and forth preparing to move back to Houston, so I'm moving my stuff. I just landed. I didn't really have the clothes I wanted to wear, so how I am on stage.
Yeah.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Yeah, I like to put that shit on, man.
We all 3 believe that entirely.
Yeah.
Like, the wrong shoes can fuck up my entire 20.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I had on some bullshit. I just wasn't feeling. I was just go and watch my boys perform, and they seen I was in the building, so everybody's telling the little promoter, "Oh man, JCann here, you gotta put him up." And he didn't want to put me up. Yeah. So now my mind is like, fuck it, I ain't doing that. But then Chris comes in, it's like, "Oh, Can you here? I'm gonna tell him put you up." I'm like, nah, it's cool. He ain't want to put me up. Mm-hmm. Then at the last second is, "Oh, you gonna go up and do 5?" Y'all know I don't do 5s.
No,
that's.
I don't, but it's like, all right, whatever. I go up. It was a bomb to my standards.
Yeah.
To some comics, it's like, oh, I had a decent set. But to me, I was like, it was so bad that to me, on my standards, that Chris Spencer went up there and was like, yeah, JCann was good for an average comic, but for him, Jay can lose my number. And I was like, damn. My God, my OG got me, bro. So after that, Will literally see me in the green room, pissed off, going off, and you up next? They calling you up. All right, well, I gotta go on stage and go on stage and just.
No, that was so fascinating. I do love seeing that with comics as well, but especially with he was pissed off about I forgot what. Yeah. He was just this bullshit. Da, 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 da. All right, coming up next to stage, Jake, and he just walks through the doors and it's like, all right, time to fucking, that's the professionalism.
That's the professionalism you hit. And I will say, there's a certain level, like, I want people who aren't comics know this, but people who aren't comics don't know this. There's levels to bombing. Yeah. Like, once you hit a certain level of professionalism, you're not ever gonna like just die up there, forget your word, look at your phone, like all the things that like.
Well, we're not from Austin.
We're not struggle bombing, but like we know when there's a bad show. But like a bad show is a bomb when you win almost every other time. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not trying to brag. I don't lose very much.
Right. Oh yeah. None of us in
the
here
point
lose.
of like it being
your winning percentage is very high. Both.
Yeah. None of us in this conversation are outside of the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like the thing that I consider a bomb is when people pay good money to come see you and don't have a good time. Like it's not that I forgot my words or like showed up sloppy drunk. Like that's not really a bomb. More as that's just a crazy fuck up. Like I don't know. Yeah, it's just when they just don't.
Giving people who don't pay good money top notch shows, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Like y'all should pay more for this, really.
Yeah, no,
$7 is not enough.
I like that definition. I feel bad when I've made people feel bad. Because that's the exact opposite goal of this entire sport.
Right. But yeah, when I go to open mics and when I'm working on new stuff that isn't good yet, like I'll go to the open mics on like Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays and like, I'm trying out a tag that isn't good. Like I'm the blackest guy in Portland. Like that's while I think that is funny. I don't like.
I would buy that on a T-shirt. I would just wear it on. Ironically.
Chuckle.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were playing away game, so I'm the blackest guy in Portland. But
you just put a little one.
The Trailblazers are playing an away game.
No, exactly.
That's good. What y'all feel about like the open micers and stuff? Like,
I mean,
now
this-
that y'all veterans and stuff.
That's
I remember how hard and lonely it was and how that helped me grow. So I'm not going to make it any less hard or lonely for any of those. I'll see you in the club if you make it.
Yeah, but a lot of them, you know, now that we in the social media age, a lot of them
they skipped the line.
they skip the line and they,
Which is
you know,
fine,
got
yeah.
30, 40,000, 50,000 on
we've-
Instagram and want to come to the secret group open
Yeah.
mic and
Oh, yeah.
think they can just.
We've had this conversation a few times, and where I stand on it is I want these like sketch kid, internet kid, year one and year twos. I want them to get super popular and successful to where they get booked to do like an hour and a half and just get hung out to dry on the stage when they realize they have 7 minutes.
It's been happening.
That's what I love to see.
Those
I
are
love
my
to see people
Wednesdays.
take an hour. Book yourself for an hour in year 2. That's what I want to see up there. I like watching people struggle. Like if we're gonna suck, let's completely just.
I be in the comedy streets, man, and a lot of
You do.
I really
Me
do,
too.
and a lot of them come up to me and ask me for advice. And at first, I was like, man, you know, I remember being an open mic. I didn't get the best advice, or they wasn't accepting me in the clubs and stuff. And I had to work hard. I had to do this, and then when I got good, and then the OG started giving me advice, and I moved there. So I was like, I'm gonna give them the advice that wasn't given to me early, and then it started becoming too many of them, and a lot of them in and out, like they're not really serious about it. And I tell them to go buy this book, and then they buy it and don't read it. And I'm like, now I'm like, I don't want to seem like the bitter older comic, but now I'm like, they come up to me, oh, JCann, it's so nice to meet you. What advice? Bro, just stick with it, dog. Like,
Yeah, that's-
Hey,
because sometimes
that's-
I be
you
want to say,
have-
get
Before you
get out
go
my
too
face.
far, if you do have any book recommendations, I'll take them. Like I love.
So the book, I always tell them when they ask me, starting stand-up comedy or I've been in for this, and I'm like, do you got the comedy Bible? And
Comedy
they be
Bible?
like, no, I don't have it. Well, we don't have nothing to talk about until you go get that.
Yeah, go get.
There you go.
Because that's what I did.
I mean,
I did a lot of research.
Oh yeah, you do all the like over COVID. I did a bunch of that research, like where I bought a bunch of books over COVID because I realized that I was just gonna be inside for a little while.
But
And-
I did that starting out, like, man, when Shabazz told me I was doing comedy 3 days later when he went up my first time, I went on YouTube, how to write a joke, all this stuff, and then I did it the first time. The very next day I ordered that book. And you can ask, I was staying with my mom at the time, and you can ask every day for hours. I'm writing tags, watching this. Oh, what's the difference between a Saturday Night Live tag and a stand-up tag? And what's the difference between this? What is crowd work compared to a punchline and a setup and all? So I'm researching all that shit. The new comics don't do none of that. They just take the social media jokes.
No, they've listened to
Onto the stage.
Yeah. Oh, dude, seeing the Reddit, TikTok, social
The
media
chat
jokes,
GPT
Chat-
jokes.
yeah,
like, come on,
that's-
bro.
Bro.
Like I spend
Sometimes
months, years working on one. That big girl, that that
Yeah.
shit took me 2.5 years to get to
Yes.
that point. I'm like, bro.
Exactly.
So
That's
Bro,
such a good
I've been
point.
working that cupcake joke for 5 now.
Yeah.
And it's still not exactly where I want. I know there's one little thing missing at the end of it because there's no good way out of it yet.
it take time. Even I was on the phone yesterday with another comic, and I was like, man, I'm not landing the step stud joke the way I want to. I've been telling that joke for a year now. It's very good. It's a really good descriptive joke, but the landing on it, it ain't hitting how I want it to hit. It's still a good land. Most comics will land that plane and get off the runway.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
not
Can
for
I-
me, I'm like, how can I land
Why is
that
the nose
joke?
Can I
bouncing
tell
a
you
little
the problem I think it is with the dismount on that joke?
What's that?
The rule for me is you never talk again in a joke after you say the funniest thing. And the funniest thing you say in that joke is you left them in the glove box. That's the exit point, and you just have
But
to
then I just-
rearrange. But where you go after that isn't as funny as that line.
Yeah.
That's
No,
why
but
you
then
get the
that's-
little
then
The
downstroke.
part was she walked down the stairs, and you know,
If you flip that order somehow and just end it on that hard punch right there, I feel like it ends on the highest point to me because that's such a good line, bro. The laugh there is so.
you left it in the. Yeah, I'm
I don't know.
gonna tweak.
What are your thoughts on everyone else in Houston now having a step stud bit? This is something that I've noticed in like different scenes and stuff. Is like because I remember you started doing the step stud thing, and then like 8 other comics are doing a stud bit or something along the lines of a stud bit, and then like it's like, and then by the time it got, there are white comics doing stud bits now, and I was just like,
I seen it. I was like,
it's not the same, like it's from the same. Yeah,
I'm used to it because it happened with my substitute teacher joke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The substitute teacher joke went for like 2 million on Facebook and went viral. I'm telling this joke, and then I go out and see other Houston comics say they was a substitute teacher. I'm like, I ain't never heard you talk about that before. Even if you was, I never heard you talk about it. Right. I talked about it while I was still substituting. You know?
Yeah.
I've got like there are like 4 comics mentioning crown molding now, and I'm like, when has that ever?
Oh my God!
When has that ever been talked about ever?
I've never heard no comic talk about crown molding.
Yeah, exactly.
And now,
now there are like 4 dudes referencing.
But the stud, even like the step stud, that's a real story. Like my baby mama really date a stud. That's not no made up. I made it funny, but it's a true story. So when they talk about the studs, I'll be like, you're not even really living that stud life like that. You ain't star studded out here.
No, there's no
star studded.
You know, you ain't star studded. You out here playing games with the studs, man. I'm really living that life. Yeah. So, but nah, it's just, I mean, comics they seek inspiration.
Well, yeah, and then there's the thing. What's it called?
That's what I call
cryptamnesia, where it's just like if you're just in the room with someone for a long enough time. Like, I don't know. I struggle with that just because, like, I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not because, like,
I ain't the first comic to talk about a stud, but when you talk about a step stud and all that, that came directly from me.
I kind of appreciate it because it kind of lets me know like who to keep my guard up around.
Oh yeah,
it's a real good indicator. Like if you'll steal from one of my friends, you'll steal from me.
Yeah.
And if you're one of those people who will steal material, it's like then you'll do anything to get because.
And they out here.
You don't mind the shortcuts, then you don't mind any other shortcuts.
I think once we see comics steal material that we know is our friends or other comics material, we should just go confront them.
I think we should do it old school and just punch them. But
I didn't want to say that.
But there's a couple comics that I wish would steal material and stop doing theirs. Like I would be okay with just like go plagiarize somebody good and stop making us listen.
Or at least plagiarize somebody that's already dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, dude.
Steal from like a dead 70s comic, bro.
There are people doing Chris Rock bits, you know?
Unapologetically.
You're like, what is happening right now? You're doing the difference between black and N-word? Like that was like one of his best bits of all time. Like,
that'd be
I struggle with that sort of stuff a lot. Like it's interesting, where you're just like, all right. So do we allow for copyright theft? I don't even know because the
problem with comedy is we don't have like a union. Yeah. We don't have nothing like actors or writers. Yeah. We can't go on strike.
Right. And to quote Andy Huggins, having a comedy union would be impossible. Getting nine comics to agree on any. This is why we get fucked at local venues.
Seriously. So like
as soon as there have been times as soon as I've been like, hey, I think we should get paid more. That like there's some dickhead who's gonna be like, I'll do it for free.
Yep.
There's a pool of scabs at every open mic on a Friday night,
and they get what they pay for, and they be like, oh, I'll put on the show, and you know, and then you might. Out of those 5 bullshit comics who went and did the show, you might get one that's special that come out and shine. So to the promoter, like, oh well, he was pretty good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's
find the new pretty young whore.
Yeah, man. I hate that so much. How we set a standard, and then we tell these comedy promoters or these bookers like, nah, man, that's not enough money. You want 30, 40 minutes, or only want to pay me $100? Like that's not enough. But then you go get the next guy.
And they'll go get this.
And he only gonna do 7 good minutes.
Right.
For $25. And you know, it's just like,
but he'll bring 3 of his dickhead friends too to cover the whole thing because like they're just on an adventure together.
All of them. Yeah. They all pile up 4 or 5 in a car. All of them. They split $78. Yeah. And all of them do 8 to 10 minutes and none of it be good.
And it's hard because like on the one hand, the only way you get better is to do the thing. Like, I try not to begrudge people opportunities to get better, but there's other times when you see an entire lineup full of just trash. You're like,
But I don't. But me coming up, I I'm not. I didn't come up in the gritty grind comedy era, and I did it my way. You know what I mean? I didn't go up through the improv open mics or C group open mics or none of the open mics. I did it my way. But I also understood, hey, I don't have that kind of material to get paid that. So I'm not gonna do that show. Let me get better first, and then come back. Like, I understood that point. I had opportunities to get paid, and people say, "Oh man, that's crazy. I'd have took the money," but I respect the craft before the money.
I feel that.
Right? So it was times where, because I was already popular before stand-up comedy, I can bring people out. And they would say, hey, man, I give you $200-$300 if you do 20 minutes. Hey, bro, I only been in comedy a year. I don't have
20
20, 30 minutes.
I can bring 50 people, but I don't have that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me work on my craft and then build it up.
Saying no is very powerful too. Just not putting yourself in bad spots. Like,
I think that's why I'm in the position I'm in now, because I was able to say no early.
Oh, they called me $100 loading. For $100, I'll do whatever you want, Daddy.
$100 loading is crazy.
bro, we did some wild.
When did y'all start stand up?
9 years ago.
I just said 6 years last month.
Well, I've been in stand up longer than you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've been 9 years too.
Yeah, I'm the least tenured out of anybody in the room.
You act so much like a veteran.
Well, he's old.
Yeah.
We're literally older people too. Like, it's interesting because like I was struggling with that for a long time, just because a lot of comics that I look up to, like, they're like, they started when they were like 18. It's like, and it's like that just.
I want to ask real comics, what do you think is the proper age to start stand up comedy?
I feel like everybody always kind of trends towards their own viewpoint, because my argument is I started at 33 after I already had interesting life experiences to talk about. Because, like, I can see the argument that younger you start at 18, you get more time, but, like, you haven't lived enough to be talking to do anything with that time yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I feel like I'm a little further along.
So I guess we started at like, what, 25, 26, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which I
I
think
was like 26, heading 27.
I guess I was.
But didn't you have like a kid at 15 though? Like,
Yeah,
you don't have life experiences. Argument don't really land with you.
Yeah, I was already life experienced then when I started. But that's why I say I don't think I would have started stand-up comedy at 17, 18.
Well,
I don't think I would have started stand-up comedy before the age of 23.
Yeah.
I needed to experience a lot more to talk about.
Yeah. I mean,
And it's hard to do anything with discipline in your 20s.
Yeah.
You know, that
I was wild.
to put in full effort into something and be committed to it that early, to know you're that direction, it's hard.
I would have been one of the first people canceled in the world. I started at 21.
they hadn't even invented it yet.
JCann.
Jay canceled.
JCann is great.
That might be the
That's
name
dope.
of a new special.
JCann is a dope special
I
name,
got,
bro.
like, right before I die, I'm going to put this special out.
Yeah.
It already got the name for it. It's called Last Can Standing. And so it's going to be like, after I die, that's going to be like whatever day I die, that special going to come out like a week later or the next day. I ain't decided.
You got to give them at least 48 hours to mourn you before they doing press
Tupac
releases.
shit.
Nah, they're
Tupac.
I hope you film like 3 specials and they just keep dropping like years after you gone.
Last
the
Can
Res
Stand-
Can Rection.
Last Can Standing, Jay canceled,
Yeah.
and Am I Alive or Not?
Yeah.
That's gonna be funny.
I'm excited like about finally getting to co-host with you this Friday.
That's gonna be
like,
fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on our roast battle show.
You
And co-hosting, man. Like,
you look like it's just such an amazing show, man. There's so many roast battles popping up now.
Oh my God, yeah.
I feel very imitated.
Especially in
I've
this city.
been asked to judge a bunch of roast shows now where I'm like, I mean, if the money's right, sure, but you know,
$100
like, you know,
$100 loader, man. They get you judged.
yeah,
He's $125 load now.
yeah, on account of inflation, but it's,
But yeah, you look like I'm excited. I did it. The Hell Spot. and was able to watch how the format is, and that shit was fun. The hosting, I love the host, and then I get the host with my brother, and I know some of the comics on there, so I'm intrigued to see what they're gonna say. I know what I would say. I'll tell y'all a little secret too, since I ghost wrote for y'all show for one of the comics before. He won.
Oh yeah, awesome. See, like that's.
Oh, you got to tell me off air who.
I tell y'all off air.
I'm not gonna make you out of moment.
That's what's so funny about You Look Like, I think, is some people like in their pride, they're always like, yeah, I wrote everything myself, and I'm like, that's great. I'm glad, like I think that there should be more collective action within the comedy scene. And it's
One time I wrote so much for the other person that he beat me with my own.
That's happened to me
I accidentally cooked myself once.
But that's the best way to lose. Is like, I wrote that.
That was cold as shit.
Cold. That's a pretty good joke. So you just like everybody laughing, thinking it's him, but you like.
I thought I held enough back to still win.
I went. I'm gonna show y'all off air. You can be like, yep.
Some bitch.
I'll tell you a little secret.
He's funny, but he ain't.
I got a big blue spiral notebook, and every time I have a bad day at work, I just pick a random comic in Houston and just write like a page full of hate in case I ever see him on the stage.
It's like high school girls gossip thing.
Yeah, it's a burn book, bro.
It's literally a burn book.
I'm pretty sure you got every comic in there. I'm pretty sure I'm in there.
Yeah, I had a JCann day.
Will Loden is a fugly slut.
Well, the problem is I have to roast you so many times because we co-host together. I've run out of ways to call you fat.
Right.
It's a few more ways.
I've done every hybrid.
When I called you the other night, I said every time I see Will, I slap his belly and rub it like the Buddha doll. I said I need good luck.
Oh, it was so funny. We were in the green room, and every time JCann, he slaps the shit out of my stomach, and it doesn't bother me. Like once again, like we were really close, but like this chick from Austin was in there. I was like, "Is that okay?" I was like, "Yeah, it's fucking."
Everybody can't do it.
Yeah. No,
I've been doing it for years now, man.
You know how you can say the N-word and I can't? It's like that.
He's got consent. Needed to get
Consent. That's good. Man.
Man, I gotta get up to Austin more, man.
I do too. It's just I get so lazy because it's like I'll be like, I got work tomorrow. I could go stand in this line and go get on this mic to go get 7 minutes to try to get seen, or I could eat a large pizza and cry.
The large pizza is the deciding factor right there.
Yeah. No.
But I don't know. I got to get up on that scene a little bit more because I think I do well. I crush.
You do well everywhere, man.
We did Velvet Room.
Yeah, like we can say what we want about Joe Rogan. He books a lot of black comics and he books very talented ones too. So like, that's working up there a lot is awesome. It does make me better. Like, so
of course it does. Like it's most comics' ambitions to break into that room and perform it once. Yeah. Getting to work there regularly can't be anything but an asset. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I think that's gonna be once I get back home off this tour. Yeah, it's gonna be one of my goals to just be out there a little bit more. Cause I'm just like Houston, man. I'm like.
I don't think any of us got into this to be the underground king of Houston.
No.
Right? That's.
I mean, no disrespect to who that is. That's Ray, etc.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, that wasn't
very fair.
Yeah. No. That's fair. Like that's moniker. That's what he's playing. Underground king of comedy in Houston.
But like,
that's my brother. I respect it. But for me,
I've been pretty open, man. Yeah. Like I hope this ends with me writing for TV somewhere. That's always been the end game for me. I just look at it as like I'm always trying to showcase my pen. Like, that's the dream for me, just to check that off the bucket list. Like, I'm never going to stop doing stand-up. You know what I'm saying? But, like, there's another branch off for me that I'm trying to hit. And you can't really do that in Houston.
Yeah. I think I've reached the point, I may be just delusional, but I think I'm, like, top 5 in Houston.
Absolutely.
Top to bottom.
Absolutely.
And that's including every
everyone who's been on Netflix.
Yeah.
To me, there's like a tier. Houston's so deep. There's like a dozen that you can sort through a top 5, and really you can't argue it because they're all good in their lane, like a personal taste of like what type of comedy do you want. We have a beast at it. I don't think anybody would object to you be putting in anybody's top 5.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I can't limit and say like, oh, these are a definitive. There's too many killers in Houston. I don't want to disrespect.
The part why I say I can separate myself from certain comics is that I can translate in the black rooms and in the white rooms, the multicultural room. Like my jokes can translate. It's not just hood comedy or just whitewash comedy. You know what I'm saying?
See, I feel like I'm halfway there because I can perform white and black rooms, but it is a decidedly different set.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the
My
same
jokes
set.
do not translate from one to the other. It is 2 separate tools from.
I'm running the same set. I'm running the same set both places. It's fun. It's fun.
No facts.
Every black person when I go to black rooms, they call me very brave. They call me a brave boy.
My 30 at Swagger was not my 30 in Padre Islands. I can tell you that for free.
My 30 in Swagger was crazy.
I spent 5 minutes just roasting Little Red.
My 30th Swagger was fun. It was fine. Yeah.
I think we're the only 2 white people who've ever had a 30th
Shout out Leroy
Swagger.
the Third.
Shout out Leroy.
Shout out Leroy. Great
Shout out
room.
Matt Belk for saying when he was going against You Look Like on Leroy the Third. He goes, "Your name's you look like Leroy. You look like you don't know Leroy the Second."
That was such a good joke.
That's a clean motherfucking joke.
That's like top 5 I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was fun.
How y'all feel about like the separation between the black comedy scene and the
I
white
struggle
comedy
with
scene?
that because
I hate it, man.
Yeah.
Like I just hate it. You know which scene I prefer to move around in, and I wish they were more integrated so it wasn't so hard to do that. I don't understand why more people don't, because like I've never found the black part to be unwelcoming. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's frustrating as a white man.
Another white man frustrated.
Look, I know we don't have enough white guys really talking about the race struggles in America right now. Shout out Los Angeles. No, it's
where the riots are either peaceful or violent, depending on which side of Twitter you stay on.
Man.
That is.
They tell all the black people
That was a freedom rock through that windshield.
Exactly. As soon as the ceiling starts speaking Korean, you know you're fucked. But like the roof starts speaking Korean, you know it's rough. But I there's a push and pull both ways with deal like when I go to a black show, I know it's not starting until an hour and a half later, which is crazy. That's a crazy thing.
Yeah, I've been trying to fix that.
Yeah, no, I know. You've been doing a good job. Yeah, but like
I'm gonna tell all my friends, hey man, if y'all ain't here on time, y'all just missing half the show. We starting.
Yeah.
We starting. Even when at the riot, I'm like the only guy at the riot who books the black comics.
Yeah, I think that's I mean, You Look Like I try to get as many black comics as I can on.
Well, I'm not. I'm more so saying
for straight stand up.
For like the out of town black comics, right? We don't really get too many out of town urban black comics into the scenes here.
Because I think the urban scene, where do the urban scenes exist? They exist in Los Angeles, they exist in Dallas, Atlanta. Detroit, Atlanta,
Chicago.
some Florida shit, and some Florida stuff.
I'd imagine there's a New York prevalence.
Yeah. Comedy in Harlem.
Yeah.
But Houston.
That is it. Houston has its own.
We got our own black scene, but it's so much underground that the people. Yeah. It's like we can't do it at the comedy clubs. So the reason that black comedy shows start late out here in Houston is because they be at the bars.
Yeah.
They be at restaurants. They be at sports bars and shit that we got to create. Mm-hmm. So when the people showing up, they just showing up. The promoter or the owner, we got to deal with them. We got to deal with this. And then, now let's start the show.
Right.
But at the comedy club, it's a standard. We going to start at this time no matter what.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to get my people to understand, hey, no matter where we're at, we're going to start at this time no matter what.
Yeah.
So if it's an 8:15 hard start time, that host is going up there, whether you like it or not. Oh, man, I did a show at the Hive last Wednesday, and we started. I didn't wait on nobody. No, we gonna store it. So it was still people coming in. I did 45 minutes. I'm coming off stage. They just not coming in. Oh man.
Well, how do we miss that?
We missed it. Oh well, you gotta catch the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't wait on you. We can't tolerate that. The secret group, the improv, the ride, punchline. But y'all want to come over here to the black spots or in Mo City or the platform. And,
Mo City's supposed to start at 10.
Yeah. So I hate that, bro. I really do. I don't know why we show up late to everything. It's crazy to me.
But yeah, no, I think the integration of stuff it's coming, but there's always gonna be, there's always gonna be that sort of, a lot of comics don't want to drive up from the Southwest to wait until fucking 1 a.m. to get their shit kicked in at the secret group, there's when I moved to Houston, I didn't meet Ray, etc. until I was here for like 2 years. Part of that was COVID, but part of that was,
story about me, me and Ray, how we met. Like I was a MC in nightclubs. I was popping, and somebody had came whispering. Ray was standing like right here. Somebody came whisper in my ear like, "Hey man, somebody need to move their car." So I stopped the music, and I was like, "Hey, if your bitch ass drive a Ford Fusion, you need to go move that little motherfucker." I didn't know it was Ray Carr at the time. So Ray was like, "Nigga, I'm just going in. You driving your baby mama mobile? Go move this shit." Ray go move the car. So fast forward, I'm doing comedy. He doing comedy. We started at the same time too. So I do the stage. We found out that okay, boo, we both popped the fire. I was former drug dealer, weed. We knew some mutual gangsters around. So he was like, "Hey, you used to MC?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, I knew that was you." Whole ass talking about I need to move my. It say it was a Ford Focus, nigga.
Not a Ford.
That was
Fusion.
a fun. So
That's so funny.
Yeah, me and Ray been locked in ever since, dog.
Sorry, I'm never gonna roast battle him again because I got the first one and I'm gonna just hold it over him forever.
What's crazy when you got him?
Yeah.
He hit me after like, "Man, that white boy got me." I said, "He cold, bro. I'm trying to tell you, he cold."
That's one of my favorite things about You Look Like is black comics thinking they'll just go up and freestyle that shit, and then just some nerdy white guy who's been writing all month.
You gave me 30 days to prepare for you. You came dressed like you was on a cruise ship. You really?
I already know with us hosting, he got stuff for me.
Yes,
off top.
Yeah,
off top.
Right? I'm not finna go back and forth with being cold. I know I'm in his arena right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So my job is to do what I do.
Right.
I'm gonna roast everybody else.
Exactly.
Everybody else.
No,
Exactly.
The thing is, it's much more fun for me and you to pile on one of the people there as a tag team than it is for me to go. I don't want to go with you. We in this together. We do up top like 3 jokes, but after that,
just to show them.
Right. Yeah. You do three up top.
3 up top as examples just to show them how this is gonna go. So that's all you need from me is 3.
I got 2.
2 in a possible like it's a space hand, bro.
I got 2. I got 2 for sure.
2 for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if I can get any more books than that one. Yeah.
Man, I might just have to knock, bro. I can't.
I can't play, bro.
I can't, man. Man.
This is dope, man.
I do while we got a few minutes left want to go to something completely uncomedy related because I don't think you get a chance to talk about your favorite thing very much. Like, how do you feel about what's been going on with Marvel lately, bro?
Oh, we talking more. I thought you was talking about weed.
Okay.
I mean, we can talk about
my
weed
favorite
too.
thing.
We can talk weed and Marvel.
We can do both.
Right
like we
now.
both.
I love smoking weed right now. It's just so peaceful.
What's your favorite Marvel?
It's getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah, you got it right.
I'm trying not to get back into weed. Sorry for dislodging this. No. Yeah, it's crazy strong now. I took a couple of gummies yesterday.
See, that's where you're going wrong, Dad. I'm not an edible. Thank you, sir. I'm not an edible guy. You know, so I like the flower. I like the roller process and all that. The edibles, I can't do that, man. They take my whole damn body down.
I just do everything. It's there's no limits anymore for me.
Yeah. But yeah, weed's gotten crazy strong because I was in Denver a couple months ago.
Well, look where you said you was at.
Yeah, I mean,
I got some of the best weed on the planet.
It is. They're trying to fucking cure cancer with the shit, and I
think that's why I'm black and don't have cancer yet because I smoke high quality weed. You know,
I really think it's
Not to mention the gym.
Yeah.
I really feel like all the weed I smoke, like the healthy THC in it, is just repairing all the damage I did from all the drugs I did in my 20s. I feel like I'm just curing myself medically with. I don't know if it's true or not, but it makes me feel better.
At least that's what. If you keep telling yourself that, that's what it is.
I feel like if I smoke enough, I can just prevent the cancer.
I mean, if you tell yourself that's what it is, that's what it's gonna be. Because you got people walking around telling themselves that they another gender and that's what they believe. Well, that's what you believe. I'll fuck with it. But
belief is a power.
we'll talk about some Marvel stuff. Yeah, let's get into it.
Which one's your favorite like franchise out of the entire Marvel universe? Like which way you lean the most?
Oh man, easy. That's an easy answer. Spider-Man. Spider-Man franchise.
That's a very good choice. I'm a
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy dude.
I love Guardians too, but you know, Spider-Man just fit with my name. Spider-Can, you know what I'm saying?
Spider-Can.
Spider-Can, that's the name of my Wi-Fi.
That's fantastic. Mine is Speak Friend and You May Enter, which is a Lord of the Rings reference.
We actually couldn't figure out how to name our Wi-Fi network, so it's just the generic name. But I will tell you the password is just 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 because
you just gotta be committed through them numbers.
yeah, it's gonna ask you for an 8-digit password, and that was the only one we felt like we could remember if we was really stoned.
With an exclamation point.
That's true. Yeah, but I you know, my daughter is in the Spider-Man, Miles Morales a lot. I like Daredevil.
Daredevil's
I
the
feel
shit.
like
Daredevil bothers me, man.
Why, bro? Because
You don't like Catholics or blind people?
I just feel like I could beat the shit out of a blind person. They're asking me to
can't
buy
beat
into a
Daredevil.
lot with the premise, Doug.
Everybody always say that, but don't understand. He got heightened, super heightened sense, and he's a trained martial artist.
Yeah.
You can heighten senses all you want to. If I shoot a blind dude, I'm pretty sure he's not going to see it coming. That's the part I have a problem buying.
He's got the
you can hear
echolocation. Yeah,
bullets beating
he's got the
heavy.
echolocation.
So
He can hear you.
you need a lot, man. I buy ooze turning turtles giant before I buy blind people being hyper-functional.
You can
man.
hear you load the gun and cock it back and
Look.
about to shoot. He can hear the trigger, bro. He know where it coming from. He dope like that.
Here's the only thing I'll say. They say that's about you lose something and your other senses get heightened. If that's really true, you tell me what sense of Mike Worms you think is heightened.
Mike, he got loose hands too. You supposed to have strong hands when you're in the wheelchair. Mike Worm, his shit be loose.
That's funny as fuck.
He got heightened smell.
That would be the worst sense to get heightened. Oh yeah, you just like you can smell someone if they have cancer. Just
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, you gonna die in like 13 days. Like what? Yeah, I smell death on you, my boy.
Right. Yeah.
You're just like a medical drug dog. They just walk you through the hospital like 6 weeks.
Right.
But my Marvel stuff, man, I'm a huge
Did you watch
Doctor
the
Doom fan too.
Doctor Doom fucking rules.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
did
my
you,
God.
did you see the new one that they had?
I
The
see everything.
the
I see everything.
the
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. What'd you think
New
of the
Avengers.
Thunderbolts?
That was a great movie.
It was a good popcorn
I
film.
liked it.
Yeah, it was really
I
good.
thought people was too hard on
It
it,
was better than
online.
Captain
It was
America
fun, bro.
4.
Yeah.
You know,
I hate Captain America, bro.
I
All
love
of those
her.
stories that
I'm such a fucking America dork that like anytime I see, and if you put Captain America against a Nazi or a Russian, I'm like fucking yeah.
rooting for him.
Let's
Put him
go.
against Black Panther. Who you think I'm rooting for?
Yeah, every guy. Yeah.
Black Panther. Easy.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Well, I mean,
Forever.
we had this discussion that I tried to make a bit about like Sinners and stuff because he's the guy who made Black Panther
Yeah,
too.
Ryan Coogler.
Yeah, Ryan Coogler.
Yeah.
And like Sinners, all that is Dusk Till Dawn, but like fucking yeah.
Bluesy Dusk Till Dawn is a great description of that show.
It's not. It's good.
The blackness in me won't allow
They
me
won't
to
allow-
agree
no,
with that because there's so many more meanings that your
That's
ass ain't gonna get.
I can tell you, as great a movie as it is, that's also one of the worst movies in history to go on a interracial date.
If you're not telling that on stage, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm not. I'm just gonna tell you, I
That
found that
happens.
out
You better
the hard
tell
way.
that on stage before
That's-
one of
yeah.
us do it.
That's fucking hilarious. Because I went and saw Sinners by myself. Because I go to movies by myself all the time. I love doing that. I think movies are. Oh,
That's how they took out Pee Wee Herman, dog.
I mean, I saw the movie in
by himself.
Yeah.
With his pants.
Yeah,
on.
exactly. Oh, I get it.
Hey, Pee Wee, put that wee up, man. I go
word
to
of
the
the
movies
day.
by myself. Every time Marvel drops something, me and my boy Neezy,
Yeah.
we go. I be having some of the early premiere access sometimes. Sometimes I don't, but we go catch the early stuff. And if you on my Facebook, you know, I'll be dropping spoilers, reviews, all that stuff. I'll drop them spoilers months in advance. Be like, how do you know this? Like, don't worry about it. I'm in the game.
I'm in the Marvel
I'm
game.
in Marvel game, man. I can't wait, bro.
Stan Lee click.
Man, if I ever get like a role in the Marvel movie, I'm just
Done.
oh man, I'm gonna be so.
You won't have to say as seen on Kill Tony or anything. No, bitch, as seen by Disney.
Yeah.
How do you
I
feel
do-
about like Marvel stuff since Disney took over? Do you feel like it's kept the quality up? Because you was a before fan, I know.
Yeah,
you,
for
like,
sure. So for me being a fan of Marvel, like a real fanatic fan, I seen the change, but I also understood why I was changing. Disney had just got all this money, and
Mouse
bought
money
all
is a
these
thing.
properties. Marvel was the biggest thing at the time, so we need to push more content. It's like a rapper, right? If you got the hottest rapper out and they drop a hot album and they drop another album, you're gonna be like, oh no, we need more singles. We need to push it. It's gonna water it down.
we need to
So,
sell an energy drink.
Yeah.
Sell,
do this, do
rap snacks.
50. It's 50 Cent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Make a video game. Make this.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't want all that because it's gonna take the quality back from what you actually do.
Yeah.
So once that all processed out and they got Bob Iger back and all this stuff, now it's better product. So what we about to get from Marvel now is all the old Disney stuff that they made them do. Like Ironheart is coming out in a few weeks, which I'm
Yeah.
excited for, but that's old Disney stuff. And it's gonna transition into the new Marvel stuff, which is like the old stuff, the hands-on from Kevin Feige, the overseeing of
The big thing that I think that Disney's learned from their failures in the past couple of years after purchasing Star Wars and Marvel is that they
and
need
all
to
the Fox stuff.
they need to keep in-house animation and they need to keep in-house CGI because like a lot of their big duds came when they outsourced all that stuff and then
They
they
were trying to do too much.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
they wasn't focused on
'cause,
what
you
got
know,
us here.
say what you want about George Lucas, that fucking bubble-faced pompadour fuck, but like he was like, we're keeping all of our CGI and special effects in-house.
But
That's
even Disney, they ran the Star Wars franchise in the ground. I'm like,
God, they did.
yeah, it's like what was it? Andor?
Andor was good.
Andor was good.
It was the thing that they did where they basically said that they just did a lot of non-canon stuff that was terrible.
Yeah.
I know things were going left when they made that tiny little Yoda.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
yeah.
that was about the time.
Baby
Like,
Yoda.
okay,
Grogu.
you've ran out of ideas. You're just shrinking your
but
original
for them,
ideas.
It was like they made so much money
Yeah.
off the
Just buying the
toys,
plushies,
and,
yeah.
man.
Well, The Mandalorian was fun because it was a western. It was a monster of the week western.
I
That
started and
Yeah.
then I stopped. I don't know. I couldn't get into it no more.
I couldn't
feel it.
either, man. Like
I just don't.
At some point, I just don't.
I
have
got
the
rid of
time.
Amazon. I got rid of Amazon Prime and Disney just because I was like, if I'm gonna be a hardcore, like dude, like I can't keep giving Jeff Bezos all my money.
See,
So
the great thing for you is that you lived in that like minimalist lifestyle, so you don't have the addiction that I have, where I just get high and buy random shit off Amazon
Yeah.
at random hours of the night. Because if I could stop sending those people money, I could afford a nicer place.
Yeah. or you don't have the addiction that I have was like being a young fly black guy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I gotta uphold this image.
yeah, no,
Like
exactly.
if I wish I could walk out the house.
It's funny. It's both of you wishing you could dress like each other.
Yeah, like, you know how many times I want to throw on some Docker shorts? long white socks and a hoodie.
Those
Like,
loafers look comfortable.
the first thing they gonna do is roast me on the internet.
Exactly,
Out there.
exactly.
Well, what the hell you got on that?
No,
You're
I
right.
mean,
You
all
have an
the-
obligation.
all the group text
Obligations,
messages.
though.
Yeah, no, no one would ever rob me, even if I was smaller, just because they're like I wear dusty Wranglers every day, and
Meanwhile,
like a Carhartt.
I get out of Mazda CX-5. They break my damn window because they see my chain and my stuff. I'm like, it's a Mazda, bro.
Like, it's because of your choice. Nobody can look at you and be 100% sure you aren't homeless.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
It's comfortable.
Why would you rob a
I'm
homeless
comfy as
person?
shit. I literally.
I'm tell you right
I
now,
woke up.
man,
I made some breakfast tacos.
Practice?
I'm about to change that. I'm about to just start.
I made some
dressing.
breakfast tacos. I came over here to chat with my friends. I'm going to Planet Fitness after this. May go on a light little jog. May go get some pho. Who knows?
See, meanwhile, I took a whole shower, brushed my hair 14,000 times, try to get my waves intact.
I saw this great thing on the internet. Someone
Ironed my
said
shirt.
that they should.
Do you
Someone said
own an
that-
iron?
Ethan, do I own an iron? Of course I do. Yeah, I iron.
I didn't know if you had any
You
shirts.
got
Yeah, I
it,
clean
though.
up. I clean up nice.
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
you
don't
do.
clean up often.
I don't even clean up nice.
Yeah, you jeans and a hoodie every day,
Bro,
every day.
I made a rule for myself when I got sober, and that's nobody is ever going to be important enough to make me uncomfortable again. So if I
That's
can't
cold.
go in sweats and Jordans,
You ain't
I don't
going.
need to be there.
Yeah,
I mean, I have 3 suits. I've worn them, all 3 of them this year when I've gone to church and when I've gone to weddings and stuff.
you gotta rotate them. Rotate the top and bottom.
I've got a charcoal suit, I've got a light gray suit, and I've got a navy blue suit. This is
So
stuff.
what you do is you take the navy blue bottoms and put it up with the light gray top,
Yeah, exactly.
white.
With the light blue shirt. And
Yeah, now you got a whole different fit.
That's it's a whole different wardrobe combination. I have a light blue button down and a white button down, and I have like 4 ties, and 3 of them were my granddad's.
Yeah, I got like 7. No, I got 22 ties.
Yeah,
Yeah, like 9 of them's my granddad.
yeah.
The other ones I bought over time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do not own a suit or a tie.
Yeah. I don't.
I'm not going to tell you what to
I
do.
can't even find my navy blue suit. Now I think
Yeah.
about it. Damn, I need to get it. I need to find that. Ain't wore it.
I'm just a tall, awkward person, and I feel like if I put a suit on, I just look like a funeral director.
I was going to go with used car salesman.
Oh, yeah.
Or Tales from the Crib. Like you death.
Right.
Man,
Yeah.
we're coming up on the hour, actually. You got anything in the next, month coming up out you want to promote? Send people to
Man,
your
I
social
just,
media?
just people just keep streaming the comedy special. Crowdwork can enter the metaverse. It's an interactive comedy show shot with the Ray-Ban metaverse glasses, so you see what a comic sees on stage, as well as the 4 different angles of a traditional comedy special. We had to re-upload it because they flagged me for talking about Trump. So we had to mute that part, re-upload it, and actually the re-upload is doing better than the original. So I'm up to almost 7,000 views in 5 days. Just keep streaming that. If y'all catch me in your city for the stage play that I'm in, The Diary of a Black Man, How Do You Love a Black Woman, we'll be going to the East Coast, Baltimore, Philadelphia, Wilmington at the end of the month, and we got some more shows coming out there. But other than that, just tap in on my Instagram. The
Bro.
real JCann. JCann. You type in JCann on Instagram. I done made it to where if you just type JCann, I'm the first person to pull up now. So that's good.
Bro, I didn't realize you named your I didn't catch the Spider-Man reference in the name of your special until literally just this moment, and I feel so dumb right now.
Yeah, Crowdwork can into the
Into
metaverse.
the metaverse.
Yeah, because I'm using the metaverse glasses, so you coming in.
It's so much better now that just snapped for me.
It said on the flyer.
I know. Sometimes my brain's a few days behind.
Nobody has comment that said nothing. And I put it in there as like a little Easter egg. And I'm a Marvel fan, so I always drop little Easter eggs in my stuff, bro. Nobody ever catch them. I feel like so lame for doing it because nobody catch them.
No, that's fucking brilliant.
Even in
Don't
my
stop
skits,
doing
even
that.
in the skits that go viral, I be like, I'm gonna drop a little something, see if somebody comment on it. They never do.
Man,
So
you need
sad.
better. You need your fan base to be more educated in the Marvel verse.
That's just be educated. Yeah. Just be educated.
Well, where can they find you, bro?
From a Will_Loden on social media. Go to You Look Like. We're doing all that sort of stuff. We're going all across the South this summer. We're going to be going to more festivals in the fall, I believe. We're going to be in Lafayette, Louisiana, doing the Lafayette Comedy Festival. And, that's pretty much what's going on in Good Ravine right now.
Yeah.
Where are you going to find you, Ben?
As mentioned, Lafayette Comedy Festival in August. Also, the shout out to the New Iberia Kicking Cancer benefit in the first part of August. I'm going to be down there in Louisiana doing my first out-of-state headlining gig, so kind of stoked about that. Another little bucket list. But find me on Instagram, as always, at Very Dark Comedy. Appreciate you coming in and doing this.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
and at the end of the year, you can find us at the Salt and Pepper Comedy Tour with me and Will. Thank y'all.